"Want to play a game?" I typed, "Sure, what game you want to play?" What he did next is something I will never forget to this day.
I have chatted with a lot of people online, you guys. Ever since the days of MIRC, when chat rooms were something that you would access through Windows 3.1, all the way until now, where I live stream on Twitch, my gameplay commentary, as well as doing a bunch of YouTube videos and seeing the type of comments that you guys leave from me on this channel and my gaming channel. It's pretty cool, and every once in a while you get to go out and see a face at conventions or whatever and meet someone that you've been talking with online that you don't know has an identity. I even have good friends online that I have no idea what they look like, and it's crazy to know that I've been talking with these people for years and don't know what they look like. So it's strange, and sometimes when you meet these people IRL, it's crazy, right? It's samey, but it's different all at the same time. There's an air of familiarity as well as a little bit of that uneasiness around a stranger, but it fades away quickly as soon as you start making rapport and everything seems to come together. But I've never been able to do face-to-face chatting on anything like Omegle. And I've heard a lot of people have a lot of fun on these things. I've even watched videos about Omegle and stuff and crazy things that people do. People will dress up or take in all kinds of costumes and ideas and do them on Omegle. And it's really, really entertaining sometimes, the stuff that you could see. But I never realized that there could be people that would do some crazy stuff too. Kind of like the things that you might see on a lot of these shadow internet sites or the dark web, you know what I mean? So it's always been something that interested me, but something that I've never really planned on doing. So when I saw Omegle chat room horror story, I was like, we gotta react to it. Listen, make sure to support the animation community. Head on over to Horror Shorts Party's channel, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and if you like reaction videos like this, click subscribe on this video as well. Let's get into the animation.
This story happened to me a couple years ago.
Okay.
It happened on a Saturday night. I was typing out a school report for my English class and was pretty worn out from the tedious amount of thinking that transpired throughout the paper.
I guess so.
I decided to take a break and procrastinate a little bit, maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos.
There you go.
I needed to take some stress off my mind, but didn't really have anyone to vent or talk to. This gave me the idea to visit a chat room called Omegle.
All right.
For those of you who don't know what Omegle is, it's a chat room where you can literally video chat with random strangers online through your computer webcam. Needless to say, Omegle definitely helped with my social skills growing up as a child.
I could see that, man. Like, if you're socially awkward at any point, something like this, I mean, you can always hang up on them. You know what I mean? You can, and I think on these websites, a lot of the times you can see what the people look like before you actually click on their chat room to talk with them and stuff. So if you don't know what to talk about, for instance, let's say you're trying to bring your confidence level up to talking with anybody that you're sexually attracted to, and you're trying to get to the point to where you can talk freely like that. Going into one of these chat rooms and talking with someone without actually facing the fear of in-person rejection from somebody in your local community, like your schools or work, has got to be a little bit easier to approach, you know?
So I was always active on it. I remember this one particular night. I was having trouble meeting new people. This left me a little frustrated, to say the least, but that's the kind of thing to expect when you're on these kind of chat sites.
Right.
That's when I stumbled upon this one guy. He looked to be around the same age group as myself and seemed like a pretty harmless individual. I decided to say hi. He didn't say anything back, he just typed the word hi in the chat box. I found it kind of weird that he would go through the effort of typing out hi as opposed to just saying hi verbally. He then waved at me and began typing something else. He introduced himself in the chat box saying, "My name is Daniel, what's your name?"
Hey, my real name's Daniel too. Oh, snap.
I verbally said, "My name is James, how are you?" He then stares at the camera and doesn't say a word to me, completely dismissing the fact that I just asked him a question. At this point, I was convinced that this had to be some sort of pre-recorded video and that someone was just trolling me. That's when he began typing in the chat box again saying, "I'm deaf, please type in the chat box unless you know sign language." I honestly felt stupid and immediately typed, "No worries, my name is James," and gave a quick thumbs up as an act of kind gesture.
I have an aunt that's deaf, and I gotta tell you, until you know sign language, it's really hard to communicate with deaf people. I saw recently, there's a nursery rhymes program that I let my little nephew watch all the time, and a lot of the times when they're singing songs, they're actually doing signs too, you know? Like when they say, "I'm sorry, excuse me," or something like that, and they show like what they're doing with their hands. I know you can't see that online. They'll be doing like this or like this, and it kind of tells you like, "Oh, okay, that's cool, man." It kind of helps you communicate.
He immediately typed back saying, "Nice to meet you, James," and gave me a thumbs up as well.
There you go.
He then typed something else that left me dumbfounded. He said, "I will use my whiteboard to chat with you going forward because my hands will be occupied." I was confused by what he meant by that, so I
pretty
typed,
neat.
"What do you mean by your hands being occupied?" He then starts writing on a whiteboard
Nowadays we
and
have
raises
texted,
it up
right?
on the screen, which read, "Want to play a game?" I typed, "Sure, what game you want to play?" What he did next is something I will never forget to this day. He held a revolver up with one hand and the whiteboard up with the other hand, saying, "Let's play Russian roulette."
I'm pretty sure I would just click right there. I don't know about you, but I just got a sick feeling in my stomach. Like, so, okay, there's one side of me that says before you get too invested, just close the window immediately, because if you get any more invested in this and happen to see some dumb ish, it's going to traumatize you, right? Second of all, what happens if, I mean, he's asking to play a game of Russian roulette with you, meaning that you could be somewhat responsible in your mind, somewhat responsible for him pulling the trigger. Nope! Sign me out right now. Sign me out right now.
I was honestly quite creeped out by this guy.
I
and
guess
was
so.
Contemplating on clicking the stop option to skip this weirdo.
Yes.
That's when he wrote another message on the whiteboard saying, "1 of 6. I was confused by what 1 of 6 meant.
That's the 6 in the
He then
chamber.
took the revolver, slipped one bullet inside the cylinder, and began spinning it with his other hand. I now knew what he meant by 1 of 6. It seemed like the guy was about to demonstrate an act of Russian roulette with one bullet in the cylinder of 6. He then puts the revolver against his head. I began typing, "What are you doing? Please stop this."
I guess
The
so.
guy then smiles disturbingly on the camera and pulls the trigger. Nothing happened.
Wow.
He starts laughing hysterically like a psycho. I was honestly disturbed, but also skeptical that the gun was real, so I typed, "Is that even real?" He then points the revolver at the wall and begins to repeatedly press the trigger until the shot was fired. I was completely blown away by what I was seeing. And
Go!
typed, "Dude, you could have died!" That's when the guy raised the whiteboard to the screen again, showing the message, 5 of 6.
What
I
the
frantically
heck?
started typing, "Don't do it," repeatedly in the chat box, desperately trying to get his attention. He then began loading the revolver with 5 bullets while I gestured no by waving my hands back and forth.
No! Just stop!
I knew the
Escape!
odds of him surviving
Go!
this time were slim to none. He then raises the revolver against his head once again and begins to disturbingly smile, with tears running down his face.
Oh my god.
He began mumbling the words, "It was nice meeting you, James." I immediately slammed my laptop shut as I hear a gunshot a split second before the laptop was fully closed. I was left baffled on my computer desk. I hadn't a clue what to do. I stupidly opened my laptop up with my eyes closed.
No!
Pressed my hand against the screen where the video chat was located. I opened my eyes, and through the cracks of my fingers, I can see blood displayed everywhere on the screen.
Oh my
I
god.
immediately clicked the exit button on the Google Chrome tab and call it a night. To this day, I'm still skeptical about what I saw that night. I haven't reported anything to the police.
What?
Nor have I reported anything to Omegle.
Why?
I'm not sure if that was the wisest decision, but I hope I never encounter anyone like that again.
What? Why wouldn't you report that? God dang, man. I don't know if this is true, but it's got the potential to be true. But good Lord, that is disturbing to think that somebody would do that. What you have to be going through to do something like that and put another stranger through it is beyond me. I know there's some very, very, very disturbed people out there, but good Lord, man. Listen, if you're watching this video and you've ever had any thoughts of anything like that, call somebody, man. For real. Take it from somebody who knows. Life has its ups and downs. I've been down before, but I've been up too. I've been up. There is ups, y'all. There's ups. There's always a brighter side. And life could be pretty grim and unforgiving sometimes. But man, there's good stuff out here, dude. There's good people out here, man. Trust me. Just give it a while. You'll find it. You'll find it. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. If you did, give me some dab on that like button. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you next one. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.